You were good though the other day as far as in the 10. You don't get to play there that often. I mean, do you remember the last time for the Sounders that you got to play there? And how do you kind of assess it?
No, I mean, this was probably the first game like a true number 10, but given the personnel that we had out and we will be missing, for the next few games as well, there might be a multiple positions, that not just me, but multiple people will have to play. And it's, about when you get to play that certain role, you have to understand what the team needs out of a player in that position, and you can't necessarily every position play the same. Every position asks for something different, and I try to do my best.
The Attack scored the 2+ goals for the first time in 2 months. Was that a product of you feel like shifting that thing around and you moving up, or getting Christian and Raul back? What worked so well offensively?
No, I mean, Raul got 2 goals and Christian got 1. So you can say their impact on the game was really big. But I felt like for 60 minutes we played a really good game. We kept the ball. We didn't kick as many long balls, and towards the end I felt like we went away from that. We started launching long balls. We're not the biggest team up front. We don't win the most headers, and they had some pretty big defenders that kept winning the headers, and every long ball that we played, the ball was on the edge of our box, within 10 seconds. So I think we have to be better in that as a team, and if we have a certain way of playing, we have to play that way until the end, and almost live in that way.
Christian was saying though that it would be nice to get you more minutes up there, just because you have a calming effect. You've always had that's been descriptive of you anyway, but do you care any more like of being up there at that 10 spot, or do you want to be there?
Care?
You know what I mean? Like it's been a transition anyway away from it.
Yeah, of course I care, and I think that's my best position.
Yeah.
I think that's where I can play up to my potential. There's not many limits there. In terms of attacking or being in the box when the crosses are coming in. It's a different role than playing a little bit deeper 8 and 6, which I can do as well. So I'm not gonna be here and be like, this is where I need to play or whatever. As I say, whatever I'll be played. I'll do my best, but I think definitely higher up the field is better for me.
You look at the next 6 games. Regardless of how many players you may be missing, it seems like they could be potentially pretty important in terms of dictating what the aspirations for this club are. What's the attitude of the team going into this stretch? Yeah,
well, we know, for how many games we'll be missing certain players, and they'll be missed because they're key parts of our team. So whoever will get the minutes to play and fill that role, we'll have to do our best for the time that they're away. And even when they come back, we still have to keep going. So we will miss them for sure. But on the other side, I'm sure there's other MLS teams that will miss some guys as well. It won't be an easy stretch. But again, I feel like to win a championship, you can't play with 11 players. You need a deeper squad, and I think we'll dig a little deeper, for the next few upcoming games.
Can I ask, like your family, do they watch the games on Apple? Well, I guess you don't watch them on Apple, but were they tech savvy before? And I'm talking about your family back in the
Yeah, they watch the games. I mean, if it's on Apple TV, sometimes there's some strict restrictions and certain games are not on Apple TV. But for Slovakians, we go ways to find all the games online. They won't miss any games. Don't worry about that.
How have they? It wasn't anything that they had to adapt to, or did you have to explain to them, or versus the way that they were able to watch you play before? Was there any kind of difference?
So you mean like ESPN Plus compared to like
any
Apple
difference?
TV?
Yeah.
I mean, same kind of script for like my parents. It's an app. You have to log into the app, and then you get the thing. Apple TV made it a little easier with the code that we could share. With I think it's 4 or 5 different devices can watch it. So they're one of them. But as I say, sometimes the game says that it's not available in a country or region and whatnot. So but there's ways you can watch the games, and there are different.
So they were doing it anyway.
Yeah, they're good. They're watching the games, and if the game's on Apple TV, it's a lot easier.
Speaking of watching games, how close are you going to be watching LAFC's next 2 tonight and then Saturday with you guys not playing?
Oh, they play. I don't know they play tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if I'll watch the games, to be honest. I don't watch full games of the teams that we're facing. I like to watch different sports. So I won't be watching the game full, but I'm sure that we'll see some film. I know they've got a kind of busy schedule because of all the games they've missed during the Champions League. So, they'll have busy schedule. We'll have days off, and who knows what's better. If it's better to rest or it's better to kind of get in the flow of the games and play every 3-4 days. So we have a week to prepare, and we're expecting a tough game.
What sports do you watch?
Tennis is done, right? The final was on Sunday. NHL's done, NBA's done. So I feel like right now it's a bit of a struggle, man. Maybe UFC every other week.
When you're sitting to watch a sport, what's your favorite thing? Like, what's your favorite?
I can watch a good tennis match for like 4 hours. I can sit back and watch it. Yeah, for sure. I'll watch NBA. I like hockey too. Don't get me wrong, Champions League final I watch,
Sure.
And all that. But yeah, I've got 2 kids. I'll be busy tomorrow.